Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing splendidly today. I am indeed back. I've returned from my hiatus. I've been away. The renovation stuff is ongoing. This is the reason why I had to go away. I did put a message out on Discord. If you don't get the announcements in Discord and you're wondering where I was, go and get the announcements on Discord, because then you'll know. But yeah, things are ongoing. It's going well. Basically had to do, things came to a head this week because we were doing the decorating, and so we had to do a lot of painting in a very quick time, because there's a series of stuff that needs to happen, and we basically had 7 days to do it all. And around the kids and everything else, it makes it a bit tricky. So I had to take the time off the stream at least, and to just get it all done basically. So we did it all. Got it all done as of Saturday just gone. God, that feels like a long time away already. So, but we did it all. So now things are ongoing. So we're pretty good, doing pretty well. I think I might be back. When am I going to be back in my office? In 4 weeks, maybe, something like that. The main issue is that I can't, because we're kind of doing a lot of stuff at once. I can't be back until the floor is one of the last things to go in. So unfortunately, I can't be back until everything else is in. So now at least we don't really have to do that much. It's now just kind of waiting for flooring stuff to work and all of that stuff. So hope you guys have been doing all right since my departure. And not much has happened really, except for the PAX West stuff, kind of semi announcements. Let's just go. We'll just go and find some computer stuff while we chat, because it's been a bit since it's been on. And we're at level 41. The reason for this stream title today is because I was always going to basically take the ref stuff, take the arena money when we got to level 42. So I think we'll probably get that today. I've got 70k XP to go, so not that much. So yeah, that's where I've been. I've been painting walls. I'll show you. Let me see. I was going to put something up, but then the photo's not that good, and I was like, whatever. Maybe I'll put something up another time. I needed to edit it. I just haven't had time. I've been so constrained just by timing. Let me see. Where is it? So this is actually before we put on the final coats. We had to, because everything got replastered. We need multiple coats of paint on everything because it's fresh plaster on the wall. So, but this is the office, right? I don't know whether you will recognize this room. You can see the angle under the stairs, or the lighting's got a bit funny. But anyway, that's kind of what my old office looks like currently. Is there one of me? Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's after we painted it. So it's pretty much ready now, which is good. It's pretty much ready, but we just need the floor. So once the floor goes in, but the problem with the floor is that my office is near to where we're doing the other work, so we've got basically the stuff in the kitchen that needs new floor, so that needs to go in after the kitchen is done. It's all contingent on each other. That's why it's taking forever. And then finally I'll be able to move out of my box fort, and we'll be able to get back to the main office, and I'll be facing the other way now. So you guys used to look from the window into the room with the spaces this under the stairs behind me, which is where that shelf used to be, where I used to have my sign and stuff. And we're now going to be the other way. So I'm going to park myself into the sort of cubby hole under the stairs, because that means that all my computer desk stuff fits just much neater in there, because you can't use that space for much else. I'm going to be sat down anyway, so I'm sat down in the cubby hole. That's where the desk could be in the computer. I'm probably going to curve it round to the side as well, and then you guys are going to be facing the other way, facing towards the window. So that's how it's going to be. So we're going to be doing a 180 flip, is the deal. Yeah, good time for a relaxing Tarkov session. Well, it's fine. We can make it relaxing. I mean, at this point in the wipe, I think this wipe seems to have kind of just fallen off a cliff. So it is what it is. We're just going to mess about and do what we want to do. Yo, Henry, what's going on? Yeah, I'm doing well. Dude. I'm doing well. Right. So, this low FPS is kind of reminding me of what I've been up to as well. Little bits and pieces off stream. So the last time we were on, I was fussing about with Nvidia smooth motion, and it just kind of seemed to suck wholesale, which was sort of unfortunate. But I've been having a play around with it since I was offline. I haven't done let me just unplug my mouse. Whoops. ND while I unplug the mouse, but never mind. Yeah, so we've been having a little play around with Nvidia smooth motion again. I've got it off at the moment, and you can see my FPS is probably not that great because it isn't on the streets in some of these areas. It depends where. It's manageable, but it's not too bad. And it's actually been interesting because when I first tried it, it was really bad, like awful. Like you couldn't. There was like loads of glitches. Were there any PCs in here? There were loads of glitches, and there's graphical glitches. It just didn't look very good in general. I'm not even sure if there are any PCs in this room. I think there's definitely some in the other rooms, in the upstairs bits. I don't know if there are any in here. No, I don't think there are. I don't think there are. But it's funny because after I did that stream anyway, there was a patch. And the patch actually made it quite a lot better. Can you get that one? So I was testing it again. 5.5, US ammo. We'll grab some of these duffels in a minute. And I was testing it again, basically, and it's yeah, it's a significant improvement on how it was, actually. It's really not that bad. So that's kind of interesting in and of itself. But the most important part of it is like, well, does it do what it's supposed to do? A, and the second part of it really is how much latency does it give you? Because that's the biggest problem with all of these things, right? All of these frame gen technologies is they introduce some level of latency. So I set up. What? Who did I die to? The hell? That was like outside or something. Maybe it was out on the balcony section? That seemed really weird. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That seemed very, very strange. Okay, alright, well, fair enough. There was just somebody there. I wonder where the hell he was. Okay. Yeah, don't know. That was just weird. Okay, I don't know where he was. I think maybe he was on the little plinth bit outside or something. Or maybe he was like up on one of the balcony, like that little balcony bit you can get to. I don't know. I'm really not sure where he was. We had that outside audio though, so unless there was a glitch on that, he was parked somewhere strange. Bitcoin level 1 with a full GPU takes 60 hours. Haven't they checked? Didn't they move that back? Is that still the case? I think they changed it back. I'm actually nearly at the Bitcoin farm, but I need more PSUs. This is the problem. I can buy them. Like, if we get the arena money over, I'll just buy them. But, so, like, we're kind of close-ish. Got, like, 8 of these to go. How much are these? Like, I don't know. People have not got them up. Like, 240? It's almost worth buying them, I think. I don't know. We'll leave it. It'll be fine. People do put them up. These cords are a bit better than they were, actually. AMD's version, AM-FMF2. I'm a massive fan of it. Haven't they really... Didn't AMD really just release something? Somebody messaged me on... Somebody messaged me on Twitter and told me that they'd like released something new for AMD. I only saw it at a glance. Oh yeah, we'd actually finished this, hadn't we? So last time, when we were playing, we were doing a setup, and it did actually finish it. And that meant that I could then buy Wi-Fi cameras directly from Mechanic, which is quite handy because I was doing the Nixor lens thing. Right, so this is class 5. I don't need these Yushankas anymore. I'm gonna sell that as well. To be honest with you, it actually has been quite nice just taking a break from Tarkov for a little bit. In some ways, it was kind of enforced, but given the way the wipe's gone, I was actually not like entirely upset to have to do it. I'll be straight with you. It's not been my most favorite wipe of all time. Like, it's been fine, and it was fine. It was more fun at the beginning, but then as the problems kind of mounted, it was sort of a good time to take a break, probably. Anyway, yeah. So I found some interesting stuff out about the smooth motion, because I was intrigued mainly with the latency, and so what I've been doing is I've been fiddling around with my phone, because my phone's got almost everyone's phone these days has a like high-speed camera. If you put it on slow-mo mode, you can then use a high-speed camera to then record the screen. So I was recording the screen. I was like using the mouse and the screen at the same time, like clicking and then looking at the latency. It's actually quite an interesting little experiment that I've been running. So we shall see. Right, I do want to get to level 42 though. So what tasks have I got that give me big XP? Because we've literally got like, where is it? Well, 78k to go. So there was this transition one, although this ended up being really annoying. I ended up just like dying on exchange a few times, which is a pain in the ass. Inform his arm. This is fine, but it's a bit But you got to go to multiple maps. So we could do it as we're doing other stuff. What else gives you a lot of XP? Punisher, but this is Lighthouse. I might not even do Punisher for this, right? Look at Hidden Drug Lab. That's easy, but it's easy, but this is interchange. This is interchange. It's also easy, but not delivery. That's actually kind of hard. Musician at Gathering Spot. This is kind of straightforward, but again, it's streets, so streets is sort of tricky. All the Lighthouse ones, I'm a bit like, meh. Vision Streets gives you 8k. It's not that many. Cult 1 is easy. That's not much XP. That's not much XP for what you have to do. Sparta, again, it's not much for what you have to do. This one, Nostalgia's pretty good. I forgot to hand in Jaeger's Photo Album, which is really annoying. What else is there to do on Shoreline, though? Because there's quite a few things I've got. So maybe we could try it. You get a lot from Rigged Game as well. Colleagues is a bit of a pain in the ass, but you do get a lot of XP. Got a dorms marked key for cult. Yeah, you need that for the second one, but... Do you know where I can find the gas station storage room key? I need to give it right back. Just for spam customs a bunch of times. Yeah, so Rigged Game and Colleagues are kind of the same thing. So if we could do that, that would actually be quite good. Scav with a headshot. I wonder if this counts for the MP18. That'll make it a bit easier in some ways. Is it still a hardcore white? Not really. The main two things that we have still are the secure container restrictions. So no meds outside of injectors and no ammo. And flea market being level 35. Like, it's not... Everything else is kind... Like, it has gone back to normal, pretty much. So not really. Mr. Beef, I regret to inform you my skills are no more. I'm possibly employed. Oh no. Specifies 12 gauge. Oh, that sucks. Oh, it does say 12 gauge shotgun. You're right. You got an actual job spin? What's going on? Wait, what are you going to be doing? I'm waiting for Reflex 2 to come up with frame warp. What even is that? Yeah, the latest is a bit much. So I did, before we go into it, I am going to make a video about this, but I'll give you guys a sneak preview. So this is what I have done. So basically, the slow-mo mode on the camera, on this camera, is 240 FPS, which is quite helpful, or 240 hertz, which is quite helpful. So I proved that first by taking recording and looking at the frame rate in game and the actual number of frames you count in that period. So it is true. And then basically had it off in like 3 different regimes. So like 2 low FPS regimes under 60 and 1 like high FPS, which like maxes my monitor out. And it's quite interesting how so the lowest system latency I could get was on factory, which was 34. That's like from click to fire on the screen. But bizarrely, and so if turning on smooth frames there does increase the latency, as you might imagine, but it doesn't help at all because it's above the refresh rate of my monitor anyway. Interestingly, in the other cases, the smooth frames, like when you're really low FPS, smooth frames actually doesn't increase your latency at all. And I think it's because you're at such low FPS anyway. I didn't realize that you basically get like system lag at low FPS normally. This is streets, by the way. So these two columns here are factory. So 34 FPS is like no smooth motion, anything like that. Just factory at 158, which is the reflex maximum, I think. And then 68 milliseconds for smooth motion on at 164. So my monitor goes up to 165. And then these are streets. So streets are 44 FPS with smooth motion off. I mean, this isn't 44, by the way. So this is this one actually is 164 because it's 88 times 2. I think that's the way it worked. No. Is that right? Anyway, whatever 164 divided by yeah, 84. No, is that 82? 82 times 2. My brain is gone. So this is actually 88 FPS. I should change this actually on my spreadsheet. I'll remember to do that later. So this is This is basically 82 times 2. This is 44 times 2. And this is 33 times 2. In these cases. So it's not like having it on is strictly bad. You could have doubled the frame rate, but the latency feels like 44 FPS. But this is still pretty low. In terms of frames, and pretty high in terms of latency. I'm amazed actually with smooth motion off, the latency is like really high. I'm surprised. It's like, yeah, nearly like 100 milliseconds in the low FPS regime, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. I actually kind of didn't expect that. Kind of surprised. Pharmacy assistant apprentice. Excellent. We've got to start somewhere. Well, good job. Good job. That doesn't sound too bad. You'll still be able to play Tarkov. It'll be fine, I'm sure. It'll be fine. What's keeping me playing is the loot buff, and no ammo meds in the container. No ammo meds in the container is like actually fine. I really think it's fine. I think it's fine. It's an okay mechanic, in my opinion. What's this one? It's just some ceramic thing. Yeah. What else we got? I was crafting these bad boys. This guy's pretty. Busted on the nape. It's not too bad. We'll use these ones first. So what was I even doing? I've got a billion CSA rigs. I don't know if any of these are empty though. Another one is. Right, where were we going? I was going to go to Shoreline, wasn't I? Okay. We'll go to Shoreline. Maybe we use, because I'm going to be outside the whole time. I could just use the G28. I bought this thing. I don't even know why. Just because I thought it'd be fun. Can I buy the mags now? Oh yeah, PC. Why was no level 4 peacekeeper? It's because I needed a bit more rep. Okay. Well, we're gonna go full DMR mode then. Do you not even buy a matey? I guess you can buy the box, can't you? Oh, you can buy, yeah, you can buy M61 there. And then MM80 is here. Yeah, it's pretty expensive. I kind of forgotten like some of the rules. I thought they added a lot of these back. I obviously haven't played, right? Yeah, BCP is the way. BCP is basically the same, right? 37. But we'll top load with this guy. Yeah, I saw the notice that they put out saying, oh, you can now like get the stuff again at higher level traders. And I was like, oh, okay. But it looks like they didn't add that back, at least. So maybe not all of the things are back to normal. There you have it. You can definitely buy these though. Prepple 4 is up and running. Prepple 4. Buy PP. Yeah, PP's PP's really good actually. Okay, well we'll do that next time. It's no biggie. So what exactly do we need to do then? So I was saying about just marking the stuff. Cult Part 1, that's in the little house. Spartor, scavs with headshots. We could try that. Nostalgia, I did it, and then I forgot, and then I played another game and died, and then I lost the thing, which is why I've seen it, but not actually done it, which is really annoying. Scavs in the time of 22 to 07. I wonder if it's worth playing at night. What images can you even buy right now? Can you buy GP images? Actually, I would have got some. Like Moonshine Barter. 180k. That worthwhile. Let me see if I've got some. I genuinely can't remember anymore what I've even got. No. Well, maybe we just do it. For the time being. Reference gear, have the GPMG of max level. Is that on... Let's have a look. Because I do have... Oh, why am I still level? Oh, it's because of rep, I think. Peacekeeper. And then you got them on ref. Okay, well, I mean, the ref GPs thing, I'm still not opening them out yet. Right, well, let's just... Probably taking too long here. Yeah, you know what will happen now? We're going to, like, look, and it's not even going to be nighttime. 4 in the morning's pretty dark, I think. I was going to bring a shotgun as well, just in case. So then I could get the headshots as needed. You don't really want Piranha though. If you want headshots, you don't really want Piranha. Piranha is sort of it's counterproductive a bit. You just want like 7mm buck or something. Because the problem is if you take Piranha, you'll get a load of body shots. You'll end up killing them, which is not really what you want. Right, let's give it a try. We'll just go early. Hopefully we'll be all right. Go for it. Let's do it. Frame warp is hard to describe. TLDR, 4 times frame gen will act like 2 times frame gen by making off-screen frames and then abandoning frames based off mouse movement and merging non-abandoned frames. It's a lot more complex than that with my basic understanding. Sounds crazy. Does it help with latency? The crew's back? Hey, man team, what's going on? I need Vagman rep and I'll have everyone max. Yeah, I still need... So I just need to get to level 42 and then... Actually, I didn't look at the reps. I definitely need Peacekeeper and Skier. Got to get hold of someone who never picks up calls. Lol. The G28 is tough looking. 10 round DMR pro mode. Yeah, I've completely abandoned Arena for the time being. Or to be honest, I completely abandoned the game for like a week and a little bit. So that's just what happened. So I'm definitely slightly behind. But I mean, I usually get to 42 and it usually takes me a while. So this is probably, it was going to be one of the quicker ones. And then, you know, life happened. Like, it's a real crunch at the moment. It really is. It's a real crunch. It's like all of this... all of the stuff that we had to do kind of came to a head with my eldest going to school as well. So she's now in school 5 days a week. So we've got to like basically get up, like come here for breakfast and stuff because we just don't have any facility to eat at our house, and got to get everybody ready, and then she's got to get off to school, and then I'm with the little one, and it's just mad at the moment. It's just mad. Level 45, highest to bean, debating what to do after max traders. Lightkeeper's usually the answer. That's normally what I do. You feeling with a renewed desire to play? We'll see. I mean, I would say, like, to put it bluntly, with the state of the wipe and like the fact that I don't really have many goals, like, not really. I don't feel as kind of like worn down by it, obviously, because I've not been playing for a bit, so it's that's been kind of nice to just take a break and just come back to it. I just feel kind of like, you know, we'll get going and then we'll see what I'm gonna do. I don't know yet what exactly we're gonna do. Like, as I was saying this is why I was talking about like smooth frames, because at the moment I'm kind of more interested in looking at that. So we'll see within the actual game itself. I don't know. Like, it'd be cool if there's like another event or something like that to like get our teeth into. Because just playing to play right now doesn't feel like it. I like playing Tarkov, so I don't mind. But it doesn't feel like, oh, I really want to jump on, you know? What'd you do over your break? I literally painted meters and meters and meters and meters of square walls and ceilings. That is 90% of what I did while I wasn't streaming. And it was brutal. I'm not a big DIY guy, particularly. I definitely got a lot better. But yeah, basically did like a week's worth of painting. It was exhausting. I was doing it in the evenings as well, and it was mad. It was mad. And the fact it coincided with my eldest going to school at the same time, like first week of school and painting, just constantly to get stuff ready. Because we were at the stage where we needed the decorating to happen, and then other things can happen. So we needed to be finished by Sunday just gone. And yeah, my wife was doing all the walls up to kind of a certain height, and then I was doing all the ceilings and all of the like top sections, which was, yeah, it's quite wearing. It's quite wearing. But we got some help as well from family, so it wasn't as bad as it could have been. I don't know if we'd have got it all done just between me and my wife actually, but yeah, we did. So no, but it's good. But that actually feels quite a long time ago now, because that was Saturday. The days are just like stretching out like crazy. So yeah, could get to jump back on and start doing more stuff. No need to hit the gym then. Not this week for sure. But no, I want to get to so in terms of the game, I want to get to 42. And then we'll move a load of ref stuff over. I want to open all the boxes. So I've not opened any crates from Arena since the beginning of the wipe. So I had like mountains of stuff. We'll have to make some room first so we can transfer it. There's gonna be loads of stuff. It all comes out fine in raid too, which is like insane. I'm gonna have like way too much. Fortunately, I've got space in the scav junk box. I just need to have a look at the stash and fix it basically. I got a gym if you need to freeload. Not the one in games, but I actually even built the gym in game even at this point. Oopsie. Sorry about that. Bash the mic. Alright. So yeah, kill scouts with the headshot and go and mark the things is the main. Oh, you need 2 cults as well. Okay. Alright. So I haven't played Arena, so I'm probably gonna be like super suck. Dark is it? It is actually really dark. Okay, we'll try and get the cult thing done first, because that's kind of easy. First raid back, yeah. First raid outside of a random scav raid where we just died on the streets to somebody in a really obscure place. Just move that across. There we go. All right. Yeah, so first raid in. Oh. Give you that. Scavies? Pistol boy. This is, I guess, the kind of people that you might meet at night. Watch out for cultists. Good point. Move around on that. I think he did actually hit me. Hit me in the thorax. Oh, I didn't bring any freaking Salewa. That's annoying. Found the Pain, thank you for the prime, by the way. The 34 months, appreciate it, dude. Found the Nvidia video for frame wall if you want to link it to something to watch off stream. Okay, yeah, that's that sounds good. Maybe put it in Discord and like at me or something. If you put it in chat, I'll forget that it's there. Okay. Well, at least we've dispatched one person from over here, so there's probably only one person on the other side. And I think it's probably unlikely that they come straight this way. Unless they're going for like Sani or something. Way to show myself up, eh? I thought I had one of the NV type things on, but apparently not. I was going to change the mode over to the IR flashlight. I had a really weird bug in offline mode earlier on, because what happened? It was vaulting even when it shouldn't have been. It's like really weird. Okay, so that's the cult. Part 1. I think we just have to leave on that one, right? Part 1. Yeah, you just have to survive and extract. Okay, fine. And that's like 6k. So then rigged game. So we've just got to go to the other places. This technically counts for this, but only for a little bit. Got nostalgia, but I'm probably not going to do that. Okay. All right. We'll just try and get to the places. DM Joel on Discord. Thank you so much. Okay. Right. So. Let's go here. Up here. Blah, blah, blah. Let's go. Let's go to the villas, villas, whatever they're called, chalet villas. These are villas, right? Pretty sure they're villas. So I have to hope Sunny boys are not there. That'd be kind of annoying to fight otherwise. Doing wet job and cargo X last few days for how much I hate Shoreline. Yeah, this is kind of why I'm trying to do like the minimum amount. I'm gonna go in the ditch actually. How do GB? Yo, WG, what's going on? Yeah, I've been off stream for a week painting, but it's done now, so we can kind of sort of go back to normal, kind of. It feels like I'm just so busy at the minute, IRL. It's so crazy. But we're getting back into the swing of things. Takes a bit of time. But yeah, so I'm looking into this smooth motion. That's what we were talking about before, Nvidia smooth motion. Because I looked at it previously. It's basically just 2x frame gen. Nvidia's driver level 2x frame gen. And I looked at it previously, and it was really bad. And then there was a patch, or an update, I should say. There was an update to the drivers specifically. And I put that on, and it really changed it a lot. Actually, made it a lot better. Because before, like some of the situations I had the smooth frames on, I couldn't even get higher frames than I was getting natively, even with the doubling, which was like really weird. So something was seriously wrong, and the update did fix it. So that was good. And now when I've had a look at it, it's like, you know, much more usable, but you just have to be a bit careful about latency. So that's what my testing is about at the moment. It's trying to test latency. I don't have it on at the moment. I mean, like, testing offline. Sometimes these guys like to sit around here. I don't know if they're here or not. I don't think they are. A bit bright around the actual voodoo reticle. What does it look like without? Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Now, is the marked trading post, I think is it this one for skier? Or is it the one over there? It's this one. 15 seconds, not too bad. Yeah, so what does everyone think about the PAX West stuff? I haven't been able to get on. We were supposed to be doing ScavTalk, but like, we just haven't been able to get on for it. Our schedules have just not been working. So we haven't talked about PAX West yet, and like people revealing a lot of information. I'm going to go to Pier now, just because it's slightly safer. And with rigged game, at least you get permanent progression. So we'll go and get the permanent progression that we can in rigged game, and then once we're done with that, we'll try and head up to the actual resort. And also that means it will be later as well, so hopefully it'll be less crazy, especially with PMCs. Maybe with scavs, but PMCs should be fine. But yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of stuff, right? People like playing 1.0. Initially, I was just like, I was kind of annoyed at BSG. I get that it's marketing, but I was kind of like a bit annoyed that people were playing, you know, pieces of terminal and stuff, because they were like, oh yeah, people are only... I think it's because they said, like, people are only going to see terminal at 1.0, and like content is only going to be released at 1.0, etc, etc. But I think afterwards I was like, oh, okay, I can sort of see what they're doing. Like, again, it's just marketing, but that's fine. But it's pretty insane how people have been fighting like Black Division, and like it's all been going a bit nuts over at PAX West. And then they've got I think the next one is Tokyo. I might even have a look and see if I can get to the Paris one, Paris Games show, day, fair. I can't remember what its name is. But I might have a look at going to that, if I can. Even if it's just for the day, just to go and see what's going on. Because that one's actually going to be the last one before the release, because there's one in South Korea, Busan, which is the final one. But that one, that show is on over the release date, which is kind of interesting. So I imagine that one is going to have like full versions of the game for people to play that don't have it. So that one's probably more geared up for people who don't own the game, I guess, that marketing. I would think. I don't know, obviously. I have no idea. But given that the show is like over the launch of the game. Yeah, it's getting lighter. This still does really help with the contrast. So yeah, maybe I'll try and get to Paris, see if there's anything going on there that's like it was in PAX. You know, with like teasers and whatnot. Because that's going to be end of October-ish. So that'll be like right around the corner from release, kind of. It'll be like, I think it's maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks away. Something along those lines. Which is pretty interesting. Okay. We'll be okay for another tiny little bit. Check if someone's doing the boat. Gives anyone over there. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go down the beach itself at this point. Probably feels the safest. Love how your first way back you grab a semi-auto. Yeah, I figured, you know what, we'll do Shoreline, and Shoreline's like outside Shoreline's quite like semi-auto, you know, ready. So we'll pick those back up in insurance. Pretty sure I insured them. Also just a podcast episode with Opatch Kitty. Female to the Tequila cosplayer. Yeah, her outfit looked amazing. I missed my moment to ask is if that AK rework was included in terminal build. The one where they had like more complicated parts, that one. Oh, you know, I need to put my... actually, do I need to bother? It's honestly quite nice without it. I used to play with the HUD bit at the top always. But I actually don't know if I need it now. The quick slot's always hidden. I don't think I need it anymore. I always put stuff in the same place, so... Yeah, it seemed a bit chaotic what people were saying about it. But it's cool that they're going with this, the raid series style. I'm gonna have to rewatch the raid. Okay, now we need to get up to... Should we just check the saves? We may as well while we're here. I need to go back and rewatch the raid series because they are cool. I don't let you do that anymore, does it? These bloody data drives, they're not really worth anything. Annoyingly. But they haven't changed the loot pool since the little event came in. Which I love the music, by the way. I love the music on that like fantasy game that they did. There's a book overview video you should watch out. Mention of Labris. Yeah, I should. I've not read the books, so I should watch that. More data drives. SAS drive. Like, a book's valuable, but it's not. It's only money. It doesn't really matter. Impossible to find actual military flash drive. Yeah, the safe loot pool is like so polluted. A power cord's still really expensive. I have the books. Hey, that's awesome. $90K. Okay, still quite a lot. What's this? Oh, ACHC helmet. Nice. Get a bit of insurance fraud up in here. At least they were last night. That's close enough for me. As I said, sometimes the prices of stuff like this can change quite a lot in a week. And given I haven't played in like a week and a half. You still running smooth motion? I'm not at the moment. I don't need it on a map like Shoreline. I mean, I'm running at like 120 FPS, so I definitely don't need it. Probably is going to be worse for me to have it on. But I've been testing it. The issue is I'm not sure where the threshold is. So at least on my system, and maybe it depends on the map too. I'm not sure. I might need to do a little bit more testing. So I figured out a methodology for working out latency, system end to end. I didn't really have a good way of doing it until I had a look at the methodology today, because you need to record in something. Like, no single piece of your PC really knows what's going on per se, if you know what I mean. So like nothing on your PC knows like end to end what the deal is. You kind of like, if you're going to do it really properly, you need to have some way, like a device that records the moment the click is actually activated on like a mouse or something, mouse click or keyboard press or something, and then the instant that it like shows up on a game, something like that. But I've done it in a slightly different way, which does the job. I mean, it'll do it. Doesn't Nvidia Alt R record FPS? It records FPS. So we're talking about like actual system latency, which is a little bit different. So we're talking like when I click my shoot button, when does the like, you know, the muzzle flash begin, or when does it start to fire? Like when I press a key, when does that actually get responded to on the screen? End to end. This screams collab with LTT. Yeah, so anyway, I spent this morning developing a method to make it work. I was thinking, like, how could I do this exactly? You know, what's the easiest way that I could do this without getting any extra equipment? Yeah, a suite of tools and G-Sync. Yeah, there's like the little square and stuff like this. So what I did was I recorded my monitor and my mouse at the same time with the slow motion mode on my phone, which runs at 240 hertz. So that's quite a good starting point. This did colleagues, right? Let me just triple check. Make sure this actually did do colleagues. Oh no, it didn't do colleagues. The health resort one. Why not? Why not? Sorry. Wait, hold on. Not health resort. Here, oh, it's cottages that didn't work. Oh, that's a bummer. Well, we can still get over there. I'll do that and then I'll come back here. I had to go to the other one, didn't I? What a pain in the ass. Well, it means we can come into the resort really, really late, which is not a problem. So anyway, okay, let me get back to what we were saying. So basically, I ended up taking the slow motion version on my phone, slow motion camera recording thing on my phone, which allows you to record in 240 FPS, and then I brought the mouse up to the screen. Now, so there is a guy there, but I'm not going to hit him with the shotgun from this range, unfortunately. I need him to come to the edge. Oh god. There were two, but the other one's hidden himself. So yeah, bloody hell. So I recorded the screen in 240 FPS. I had the mouse and the like gun on screen at the same time. And then what I did was I put it into Premiere Pro and I looked at, you know, at what point does the gun begin to fire after I've clicked the button physically with my hand. So I have like a 240 hertz recording of both bits end to end, the click occurring and the then shot appearing on the actual monitor. So that includes everything from, you know, refresh rate, like G-Sync, the whole system latency, everything to do with the game, everything to do with the mouse. Ah! Ah! I don't have any meds either, which is not ideal. These guys just like player scouts? I'm pretty sure they are. Like really new guys, I think. Seemed like it. I'll see if they got some meds on them, because it's kind of annoying otherwise. I think there's just two. I guess there could always be a third. I only saw two. Only two of them fired at me. Doesn't mean there is only two, though. Going to see what they got. I am going to make a video about it. About smooth motion. Yes, I definitely am. Aha. These guys look like they just spawned in. I guess it's plausible, 22 minutes. Thought maybe I heard somebody over here. I'm not sure if it was my own. I'll do. They don't have any water or anything, which is a bit of a bummer because I've only got 13, 40. So smooth motion. Did I test it? Yes. Am I going to make a video comparison? Yes. Would I recommend it? I would say probably no, unless you're in specific situations. Basically, if you have enough FPS already, then I wouldn't, because it just introduces extra latency. If you have low FPS, and you have low FPS anyway, and especially if you're playing like PvE, where it doesn't matter as much, you're like playing a bit more casually, then I would suggest that like you think about it and you at least try it. So weirdly, something that I didn't expect. I'm not going to reload there. Reload over here. I realised I need to actually reload some ammo in here because I'm going to run out otherwise. That'll do. Okay. Clicky, clicky, clicky. Let's use the M62. Not quite as good as M80, but it'll do. I definitely don't recommend it for people on non-X3D systems. Why? The only point of smooth motion is if you're like really struggling for frames. So that's kind of the point that I want people. Well, I want it to be useful for those people. Otherwise, there's not much point in it at all. Wait, where did I shoot the guy? Oh, there. There's a scav. Where's all the food and water? Jesus. Wow.
Гнида!
Need some freaking water. Take the PKs. Oh, there we go. Those two will do. We'll keep the Pepco just in case, because as has been pointed out to me previously, rubbish. You can trade that in for one of those thermal sites. Sell it for like 50k, which is pretty good. Back in here. We'll drink the juice and repack the mag. Minimum FPS drops so rough, non-XVD affects mouse latency a lot. More on systems much lower, 1 and 1.1. FPS drops 30, 40 FPS, mouse becomes nearly unresponsive. The issue is like people who have already got like low FPS on Streets of Tarkov, for example. It's this one I need to get to. People already have low FPS on Streets of Tarkov. It's one of those situations where you think, well, it's already so bad. Like, at least maybe making the perception of it being smoother is like an advantage in some way. So it's weird because I did some testing and I actually have the data for this already. But basically, I've been testing when you've got really low FPS. So 33 FPS on streets and 44 FPS on streets. I have the data for. I kind of want to find somewhere where it's 60 to get a middle ground because I've got one on factory at like max frame rate for me. I've got 165 FPS monitor, so, or hertz monitor I should say, same thing. But I've got that data, and then I've got the data for 33 and 44. And interestingly, having smooth motion obviously doubles the latency from 30 to like 65 on max frame rate. But at the lower frame rates, I'm getting input latency anyway because the frame rate is so low. So at 33 FPS, because I can engineer 33 FPS on my rig by using... That's actually why I was using this gun. So I basically have the G28 with some kind of LPV on it. You take it to the Beluga building and stand on the first floor, like the sort of middle section, and then look out towards Caban. That's like the worst FPS in the entire game. And you can, if you LPVO yourself, if you picture-in-picture yourself, you can engineer like 33 FPS even on a 5800 XVD. Because I don't have like a beast rig. Mine's like good rig, but not beast rig. So yeah, I can test basically 33 FPS, and then when I'm not scoped in that bit, it's 44. And interestingly, in that area, you get like 90 to from my testing, 90 to 100 milliseconds of input latency without smooth frames. Weirdly. So I feel like from my testing so far, there might actually be a threshold at which point it makes sense just to have the extra smoothness of smooth frames, because it seems, at least to me, maybe it's a system problem. Maybe there's something else going on. I'm not 100% sure. Where's the plant? Here it is. Yeah, maybe there's a system issue, but basically I'm getting like 100 milliseconds of input latency at 33 and 44 FPS anyway. And when I turn smooth frames on, it actually doesn't get any worse. So you'd rather have like 66 and 88 frames. Is the other one here? Wait, where's... Oh, it's by the helicopter, isn't it? It's by the helicopter. Yeah, so you'd rather have like the latency of 33 and 44 with the smoothness of 66. And 88, because you're actually not losing anything if you already have super low FPS. 1% lows are also important if you're stuttering. An Intel system only going to make it feel worse. I'm not sure. Maybe, but I'm honestly not sure. And I think this is the thing. People can test. Some people are not that sensitive to input lag, actually. So you could definitely, once you get to 30... Where exactly am I being shot from? Is that just a random scav? What the hell? Shouldn't really do this, but we're quite close to extract, so it's hopefully going to be okay. I don't know if that's player scav or a regular scav. I think it's just a regular scav, because sometimes you do find them wandering out here sometimes. Very occasionally. I don't really want to take the risk, though. We were like 3 big XP quests to cash in. I don't want to get randomly shot in the face by, 545T or HP or something. I thought it was straight ahead. Me too. I think I saw him in the bush, but then he like disappeared. And I can't tell whether it was a regular scav or not. I'm not sure. Shot and man, not sure what it was. No. Maybe it was a player. Maybe it was just a player scav, just like shooting and then whizzing off. Does AI scavs do that too, though? They'll like fire and then like run in position or something. I don't know. And that raid on Shoreline recently, there was a big fight at cottages showed at the very end of Santos background. Dead guards players but no Sanitar. Weird. I can never go back to my old system now. I have 60 to 80 minimums on the 98 XCD. I mean, that's sort of the same with many things, right? Like, you can't go back to what you had once it felt good, once it feels good. Because it does feel pretty bad to go back to, you know, a 60 FPS machine, for example, or... Like, if you're locked at 60, it feels pretty horrible. Or a machine that goes down, that like, dips to the 40s and stuff. Which mine certainly does on the streets, actually. Like, I was thinking I probably should upgrade from 1.0. I've got a bit of time. But I probably should upgrade, really. I should probably move to AM5. I did my last big upgrade when Streets came out. To the 5800 X3D in the first place. So I probably should, like, change my rig. But it means I have to buy everything new, which is annoying. It's actually more like, if I could just pay for it, and it just appeared, and it just worked, I would actually be much more inclined to do it. I mean, I pretty much am doing that. It's basically a whole new computer, you know? Do I risk trying to get a headshot here? Where is he? There he is. Is it possible to stop reloading shotgun? Yeah, you just have to click. So you can do it. But it's not like instant. If he's halfway through it's not like he suddenly puts it away instantly. Oh, it's upgraded to 4040p, and it feels life-changing. 4040p is nice. 1080p 50 hertz? Holy crap. Okay, that is good. A lot of bundles for RAM, mobile, CPU. There's also an option instead of full rebuild. I mean, the only thing I've got left, though, is, like, GPU and like, disk drives. Like SSDs. You know? Like, everything else is changing. The motherboard, the RAM, the CPU. I guess I have my cooler. Click the shooting button? Yeah. Exactly. Also, a funny spot for upgrading my PCs requires mobile upgrade. Honestly, dude, it's so annoying. I want an X3D of some kind. I'm stuck at 10th gen Intel. Yeah, that's the issue. That's an upgrade no matter what, then. Once you get M5, all you need is a new CPU. You need new RAM too, no, right? You can't run... Well, I actually don't know if this is true or not. But I did not think that you could run... I had not assumed that you could run AM4 RAM in an AM5 Mobo. But I could be wrong on that. There's the cult. Okay. That's the cult part 2. This was the rigged game. And this was Colleagues Part 1. Okay. Colleagues Part 2. Is this the... Oh, this is the surgery kit thing. Okay, that's pretty good XP, though. All of that stuff. Not bad. 2028 till AM6. Yeah, that's a long way away. That's a long way away. I mean, when you want to upgrade again after... Yeah, when the 10800 X3D releases, BIOS update and plop it in. Well, that's what I did for this one. Like, initially. That's why the 5800 X3D was so great, because I took the 3700X out and just, yeah, update the BIOS, smashed in the 5800 X3D, and just put the cooler back on. It was almost more of a hassle to put my SSD in Because I've got one of the M2 SSDs. It goes like, it's like under the GPU. It's like, why would you do this to me? It's like, disassemble the whole computer to put the hard drive in. Like, that's definitely a downgrade in terms of functionality. I know that they're really quick. I know they're really, really good. But having to, half disassemble the PC to stick it in is like annoying for a hard drive. Especially when we're used to the old way. Pretty much just GPU that I'll keep. Yeah, that's basically it. The thing is, right, at this point though, it almost is like, well, it's almost just worth buying a whole new machine, really, without the GPU in it. Because I guess I wonder if you can, I don't know, yeah, you're saying that there's some bundles for that. I need to go and have a look. That would actually be super annoying to set up, thinking about it. But it would mean that I could, I guess, technically upgrade my stream PC. It's not going to be much of an upgrade, though. Because the stream PC currently is my initial computer. So it's basically the computer that I had, that I was running first before I built this one. So this one's 5800X 3D plus a 4070 Ti Super with a B550 motherboard and regular DDR4 RAM. That one is a B550 motherboard, regular DDR4 RAM. Actually, no, it's some super old RAM. I tell a lie. It is some super old RAM for an old PC, but it doesn't really matter. It's the 3700X that I used to run in here, and my 3070 that I used to run in here. So the only advantage that I would get for moving this stuff over there is the DDR4 RAM that I'm using right now, which is pretty good. It's like 3600 speed, so not too bad. And the 5800X 3D. But like, I'm not using any of that for encoding anyway, so it's like, eh. Although it gives me a better backup second PC, in case the main PC like falls over for some reason. I don't know. It's tricky like trying to decide what to do. Like which bit to go, especially once you've got stream PC as well, because now I've got two PCs, which is like, well, the stream PC doesn't need to be that good. Pretty much the entirety of the stream PC runs on the NVENC chip on the 3070. So that's kind of whatever. You ever want to talk parts, feel free to DM me. I've been talking to Nice Guy about building a new stream game PC as well. That's fun. But yeah, the issue that you'll have is that like I'm like really stingy when it comes to tech. A lot of creators will just be like, yeah, give me the best thing. And I'm like, nah. I don't know, there's something funny about it. It's like doing some of these tests as well. I guess it'd be useful to have an older system. You could just do it on an older system, but that's like more annoying than doing it on your main rig. I'm cheap too, but want the quality of what I get. Yeah, me too. I'm very much a, you know, I'm very much a kind of like this kind of thing, right? So new hardware comes out and it's like really expensive, and then it like tails off and they like release some new series, and then I get them like here kind of thing. It's like with the 4070 Ti Super. It's the first card. Anything less than this has 12 gig of RAM. This guy has 16, and then everything above that has, you know, either 12 or 16. So the 4080 also has 16, but this thing was like, the difference in price was crazy. I bought mine for £770, and the 4080 at the time was 1,050, and I think it was like 10% extra, just like render performance. Like obviously all the NVENC is the same, the VRAM is the same. You know, it's just like, man, like it's insane. That's why I ended up going for the 4070 Ti Super. But anyway, min-max hardware, yeah, exactly. That's how it goes. That is how it goes. I still actually have money spent with Skier somehow. I don't know if it's even possible. Just like selling some junk at some point. Right, so what are we doing on the requirement sense? I do still need some Peacekeeper stuff. Rugman, I actually have the rep for. I just need to reach level 42. Skier, I need the rep for, or I pay for his upgrade. I can just fix him with this guy, loyalty buyout. You don't need to. I guess you're 25, so I could pay a mil and do that, but I want to spend the mil on the hideout stuff really. So, and I have mechanic ready. I just need rep with Peacekeeper and with Skier. So we did that one. That's not too bad. Did I have anything else? Did I do any hand-ins? No, I didn't do any hand-ins. Use the transit, survive and extract from Shoreline. Has it got any other ones that are pretty good? Not really. They're all like under 10, which is a bit annoying. Even Revision Reserve is under 10. Samples doesn't count. Yeah. I built a machine earlier this year and couldn't be happy with the 4070 Ti Super. It's good. It's nice. I wonder how much better the 4070 Ti Super is compared just to the Ti. Well, the just Ti version is 12 gig though. This is the problem. So it's got 12 gig of VRAM. And I didn't really want to move from 8 in the 3070 to 12 on a card I'm spending like, you know, £600 on, for example. I was like, I'd rather spend that little bit more and go from 8 to 16 rather than go to 12. Because VRAM always seems to it's one of those things where it's not a problem until it is a problem. And then it suddenly becomes a really annoying problem. There's nothing you can do to fix it other than buying a better GPU, which really sucks. Oh, I've got more gunsmiths to do. I should probably have done those, but... It's the chemistry closet one. Yeah, what else are we going to do on these? It's actually doable. So Wi-Fi woods, Wi-Fi customs, Wi-Fi interchange. How much XP do we need? 40k. What time is it? 4-ish. That's a lot, but that's... His are quite good. This is going to take a bit of time, though, I think. Kibber store. See, they don't cross over that well. Bit annoying. Like Lend-Lease 1 is also really annoying. Maybe I'll just pay for his thing. I don't know. We do need to do this. I can't fix this any other way, though. Okay, well, maybe we'll do this then. Maybe we'll do, like, the transit. That's probably relatively easy. We could try and, like, shotgun some scavs on the way. Use the transit, survive and extract from Shoreline. That should be really straightforward. Should be, he says. Actually bring a freaking medkit this time. Would help. Don't know if am I actually going to shotgun scavs? I do need to do it for him. Maybe I'll do it on a separate run. Because this is going to make me uber heavy. I've just been given too much junk. Sell this. Oh yeah, I was going to change this for one of these. Sell that to Skier. Okay. Right, what else? Probably just pop some of this in here. I've definitely got space up here. I was storing items so I could get Bitcoin farm primarily. Just shove these things in here for a minute. Oh, I got another one. Maps, manual. I don't think I really need that anymore, but whatever. Can go in there. Let's get down here. Okie dokie. You just chuck this up. We'll do it. Yeah, we'll do it another time. Take a second pack of this. Got one splint. That'll do. Yeah, this is fine. We do need to eat and drink though, so we'll do that, or at least take some with us. It's annoying, this bug where you have to like X and then click it again. Is a bit of a pain. Got salmon cherring. Peas. Maybe 35. I need even more. I'll tap both of those as soon as you get in. And then we'll take like, you know, Vita juice and another set of peas probably. Yeah, so we'll try and we'll go to customs, then we'll just try and do the transit. I did have a finer rate stim, but I handed it in. Handed it in already. Right, we'll see where we get. This probably, hopefully this won't be too bad. Skate 4 isn't that exciting, mate? No, not really. Not really. I think the trick usually is getting your head and heart to reconcile the difference between what you want versus what you need. That's definitely true. The problem, I'm actually like usually the other way around though. Maggie's not full. Oh really? Oh right, yeah. It's close. It'll do. It'll be alright. Yeah, I'm like the other way around. Like I'm really stingy. I'm just like, oh, you know, I don't want to spend the money doing the thing. I'm like very like cost controlled most of the time. I'm a very cost controlled kind of person. Sit on here. Yo, Don, what's going on? What is going on? Then I want to replace 12900K with a 9950 XVD, and that to break down to $400 wasn't worth the 40% uplift in what he was doing. Yeah, I mean, I would probably just go 9800 X3D at this point, I think, and like whatever motherboard's going to support that. I don't really know much about DDR5 RAM, if I'm honest. I don't know much about it. I'm not sure like how different the different grades are. Like the different speeds. A backpack is so cursed. Yeah, it is. You can be seen leaning out before you even lean. It's like actually kind of like a lose. Are transits working? They usually are for me. Every time I try as a scav, I get stuck preparing game. It should work. The problem with scav is it has to like insert you into another raid, so it's a bit weird. 2x16 or 2x32, 6000 CL30, lower CL is better. B850 motherboard and a 9800 XVD is what I recommend. I think I might actually go for 64 gig because I have been running into issues occasionally. If I'm recording stuff in real time and then wanting to look at them in Premiere Pro to edit them at the same time, if I'm like recording video based on the screen that's in Tarkov with Tarkov running, and then I want to throw it into Premiere Pro and like have a quick look at it in like slow-mo or break it down and then go back to Tarkov. If I do that sometimes, I actually I run out of RAM and then everything crashes. So I actually might go for 64. It's a you know, a video editor's problem. I don't think most people need it, but I might get it because I can't imagine it's that much more, like maybe £100 or something to go from one to the next. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's really expensive, but I can't imagine it's that much more, and it'd be worthwhile for me to be able to just throw all my apps open and not have to worry about it. Only downside, depending on your BIOS, your machine can take a long time to boot with 64 gig. Why is that? I never heard of that. Is that still the case on like Windows 11 and stuff? Right. We are at the absolute perfect spawn. Now, what does the quest actually say? Because I don't want to end up. You could probably end up with a run through by accident. I feel. Why doesn't it say transition on this Peacekeeper thing? Use the transit, survive and extract. I mean, the game time has still got to be more than 7 minutes, I imagine. Can't transit anyway at this point, but now we're in the transit zone. wonder, like, if you go from here and then you run, let's say you spawn like next to Path to the Lighthouse, can you just like leave immediately? I don't even know. Has to do with memory context restore. Memory context restore on, fast boot but occasional blue screens. Memory context off, slow to post. Memory training, but you can turn off the setting in the BIOS if it does its first training. Why does it need to do that? Trans counts to survive even 1 minute in. I wonder when you get to the end of the raid. Like, if you manage to get out in, like, 2 minutes between the 2 raids. I thought for transits they spawn you in the road to custom spawn area. It depends. They turned off the hard spawn for the transit, but it still does it if it can kind of thing now, I believe. Basically just safety checks your RAM. Why does it need to do that, though? It doesn't do that on 32, no? Or is it, like, so fast that you don't notice on 32? I'm running 32, my big take a good 30 seconds. Oh, it's a DDR5 thing. Ah. I see. Ref seal? Yeah, so I've not been using ref at all this wipe. And when I get to level 42, we're gonna break open the ref closet vault. Hopefully we'll be able to do that before I need to go. We've got like an hour, so hopefully we'll be alright. Subtiming is important. They're different from system to system. More RAM takes longer. 2 sticks isn't too bad. Yeah. I see. Yes, indeed. So yeah, I've not used ref at all this wipe, except for once or twice using GP coins that I got from the ref questline. So I've not done any transfers. There was one, I transferred 5 GP coins so that I could prove a ref build functioned for Gunsmith. Other than that, I haven't done any transfers. Well, this should be an easy 7k, hopefully. We'll see. And then maybe we go and do like Sparta or something. Or we just do something else. I don't necessarily need the traders to be at level 4. We could do Peacekeeper another time. I just need to do whatever's going to be fast to get enough XP. Probably should have done the arena dailies as well. That would have helped. That would have been like 12k for free. Anyway. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll build a new system. I need to go and have a look at the prices, see how much they are. I was going to buy like an actual camera as well, because I don't have a real camera. Like this thing over here, this thing is just a C920. It's like kind of crappy webcam. I've been using it ever since I moved up from something even worse. So like I've had it for years. It doesn't really matter because I'm just doing like small webcam stuff. But if I ever want to like blow my face up for videos, it's like kind of annoying. Special! Yo, thanks for the 13 months. I'm lucky for some. How's it going, man? We've just been chatting about all the stuff that's been going on. My decorating antics. We're kind of close to the end of the build now, so I'll be back in the office soon. I'll definitely be there for 1.0, that's for sure. Nvidia Smooth Motion, maybe buying a new machine. It's kind of what we're on at the moment, buying a new machine. 9800 X3D and a AM5 board, but I haven't even started looking into it. I'll need to just go do my usual whip around. And at least I know what I'm going to get. At least that's quite nice. Roughly 600 US. Problem is, it'll probably be a lot more here. Is the unfortunate thing. UK pricing typically ends up being like equivalent the same as in US, if not like slightly more, despite the exchange rate, which is like awful. But we'll see. We'll see. Running a 7700X at the moment. I need to get an X3D chip. Yeah, like, and if you're on AM5, like, you definitely should. You could just stick it in. That's why I went to the 5800 XUD. Living a day at a time. How's life treating you? Yeah, honestly, I fully get it. I literally, this last week, because of all of the logistics around everything, so me and wife were basically forced to do the like decorating painting, because we were always going to do it ourselves. But the way that the timing window came up, it was literally the week that my eldest is just starting school full time. So it was very bad time. And we're still like moving between like this house, my actual house, because we have like no provisions to cook here. So we were like trying to get her like ready to go to school, and like having to move from that, our actual house, but over to here, because we have like, it's like a skeleton shell of stuff downstairs, and like moving here and getting to school, and then being back here, and then having to paint. It's like decorating, painting all week. It was mad. It's been mad. I was like, at one point, I was like, I don't even know where I'm going to be in like 3 hours. It's like insane. Like, I know my calendar like 2 hours ahead. Bonkers. So yeah, it did spawn me this side, which is roughly okay, but it's not spawned me at the road to customs spawn. I'm wondering what's the easiest way. There's a few ways we could go. So there's people fighting there already, I guess. Like, I'm the first spawn to here. Yikes. I need to get off the hill. That PMC? For a second I was like, is that the goons? What? How is there a PMC here? I guess someone can spawn over there, but... That's crazy. Those guys got blasted. Say goodbye to my Salewa. Okay, we've gotta fix ourselves though. We'll fix the stomach first. Hopefully I don't run out of water before we get it fixed, because that'll be suboptimal. Oh no, it should be alright. Hopefully there's not more than more than one. What was that new set of graphics sales that came out like maybe 12 months ago? Everyone crazy about it? It was AMD. I don't know. We need to update the build list for my micro PC. I'm going to build in the next few months. I've really my credit card. I've built this last year, so now half the parts aren't available anymore. Like, you mean like a miniature one? I've got a friend who like loves. What's scaffolding? You've got a friend who loves making like miniature PCs. He's got a teeny tiny one at the moment. just a scav.
Хуяр медведя, блядь! Вон он, сука!
Gold, please.
Сдохни,
Nice
тварь!
blasting.
Where is he? Okay, alright. Nice blasting. Thanks, Ace. Gotta try and keep ourselves topped up here because I've still got the old. Wait, did it not consume my peas from before? Kind of weird. Yeah, the special slots on PV are not the same. I don't really know why. Nice SR3M. Whoops. Seems like scouts. Kind of would have the shotty because then I can do the quest. Where's he going? Come back! Come back! Whoa, here he is. He's so glitchy, it's impossible to... What's this? So cursed? What? Why is it like this? Why is it like this? Oh, we took the... Huh. Took the SPP from the guy. Okay, we'll just drink that. The slide, food delivery. Okay, so, yeah, so we got the slugs, we got this thing, we got this guy in case we need it. Got a bit of BT. Alright. So where was the other dude then? I met him like straight away. Probably a fool's errand to go back, really. Should probably just focus on getting out. But I'm going to do it anyway. Because I feel like it. Let's see, what's the deal? That was Scabby. The guy I killed over here, he was like wandering around. It was this dude's friend, no doubt. Is he like up here or something? Can't remember exactly where I was. I was like up along the edge, and then he just kind of appeared. Where was this guy? I don't remember. After the second fight, it's kind of like wiped my brain of anything. He was to the right of the big rock between you and the tower when you spawned in. This one? Like up here. Oh. Oh wait, no, that was... Oh wait. No, was that was the guy... Did I already get this guy? Because that was my bag. Oh, this is... Okay, so this is this guy. Wait, so was the other guy... Oh no, that was... No, sorry, that was the first guy. Interesting. You know what, I can't be bothered. A, I don't know where he is. B, I don't need his stuff. C, I do need to get out so that I can complete the quest so that we can get to 42 so I can move the rev stuff over. So I'm actually just going to bail. I don't know where he is. I don't know where he's gone. It doesn't really matter. This guy had like decent stuff anyway. SR3M plus the SPP is like actually quite a nice find. Price been coming up recently for local things too. Took a while. Inflation is rare for Japan, but it's happening now. Base rate's going up in Japan. Inflation's occurring. Yes, sirree. Inflation is sticky. The governments of the world are having a bit of a problem, right? It's the classic... It's the stagflation problem, but without the situation necessarily being too bad right now. Oh, I should have shot him with the shotty. But yeah, he got the issue of, you know, slight weakness starting in the economy. Can you shoot me from there? Can't even see me. He's like in the freaking walls. Just crazy. Yeah, so the economies are weakening a little. Employment figures aren't looking that great. So typically central banks would lower rates to kind of stimulate stuff. But because inflation is high, they kind of want to raise rates. This is the bind. The classic kind of, you know, central bank action. The two things that they look at are opposed to each other. So it's like a choice. Like, what's the lesser of two evils? It's an interesting time. Although I personally feel, despite what they say, I think that they will opt to save employment rather than inflation. My tinfoil hat theory is that governments have a extraordinary vested interest in having... You don't need like hyperinflation or anything, but they have a great vested interest in having a modest level of inflation over an extended period of time, like 10 years, say. Because it goes some way to fix the kind of government debt problem. That's my tinfoil hat theory. Central bank's supposed to be independent and all that, but sort of becoming less and less so by the day. What's your opinion on PAB 9? I never end up unlocking SP6. I never use those guns. PAB 9 is alright. PAB 9 is actually pretty good. It's the one that you can really use in Arena. They took SP6 off Scout, so you can use PAB 9 in the SR3M in Arena. And it's decent. I can't remember, what's the pen on it? I can't remember. It's still pretty high. Is it in the 40s? Or is it like high 30s? I forget. But the fire rate of all of the guns just make it like crazy. It's good. It's good. Yeah, I've got a tunnel, right? Yeah. Oh, okay. Shoot out at the extract. Let's go. Any more? Just the one? Alright. 43? I mean, then it's pretty good then, I would say. Especially in this wipe. Like, it's harder to get class 5 in this wipe. But even still, you'll hit all your headshots. It's got enough power to go through class 4 helmets, so... A tinfoil hat theory doesn't sound tinfoil hatty at all, although it makes sense for people in position of power to do that. Yeah, I mean... You know, the West has a big problem with debt, with government debt. We have a big issue. Just in general. This is a good fight. Got SPP'd to the stomach. So, we're all expecting 1.0 to be a shit show, right? I don't know. I think that it's going to be a combination of cool stuff in the form of like the main story with the cutscenes and in-raid traders and questline, that kind of thing. I expect the core gameplay loop to be almost identical to how it is today. And then there's going to be the usual smattering of issues and bugs and complaints and problems and whatnot with either quests not working, cutscenes like getting stuck, or people not being able to complete certain sections of the story and getting hard locked out, and support not helping them, and that kind of thing. So it's yeah, it's I think that's just what's going to happen given that it's untested. I find it a bit strange that they don't want to test it. I get it for the surprise and all that, but I don't know. It just seems foolish to me to not test it at all. But they want the surprise, so that's what we're going to get. You know what? Voodoo on an SR3M is certainly a choice. Managed there'll be... Yeah, there's going to be a lot of bugs. It's inevitable, I think. Unfortunately. I really run out of space, haven't I? I need to start like selling some things. Or just shoving stuff in ammo boxes and stuff like that. I just need to stop being lazy. Fundamentally, that's what I need to do. Stop being lazy and actually just sort things out. Either which way. Okay, we've got 30k left. $30k XP to go. I've never understood why you can't put these on the flea. They're only armor class 3 as well. I know you can put the applique on them, but that doesn't make them like insane, you know? This thing's actually working out, G28. For once. Oh, it's got some junk in it. Get rid of that. Isn't it really hard to hit things fire out with number 39? No. Just that the ammo is just so slow. Well, we want to finish this spa tour then, I suppose. It's probably what we want to do next. We'll get ourselves a new Salebo. Hmm. Almost need a new serve 12. Do I have another one? No. Ah, there's a craft, isn't there, for replenishing the serve? I'm hoping for the best. BSG's inability to make nuanced changes were probably cooked. Nikita literally asked for unsolved bugs like 9 weeks from launch. Oh, maybe we should try the SR3M and think of it more of an SMG. 100% that. Yeah, 100% that. What's the regeneration craft? So you get one SR... Is it worth it? That's like, they're like 90k. That's like really cheap. These are really cheap. I guess it is worth it. For 9. Yeah, I guess it's worth it. Probably need 2 though while it crafts. Or a CMS. I've got lots of CMS, so we could just do that. Let's pin this because it keeps disappearing and it's annoying. Oh, I don't even have any of these pile meds anymore. Funny. Not enough space to even get out this. Okie dokie. Okay, so Mr. Pacekeeper. So I have to get 2 more headshots. We're just trying to get 2 more scav headshots on Shoreline. See if we can do that. Spent. I've got one. Pretty sure. I have one here. It's okay. BSG's been holding back major content updates since Scav Karma, if I remember correctly. I expect the core gameplay cycle to be a lot different with the new factions alone. I think that, but how can the core gameplay be any different? I don't see how the core gameplay is going to change at all. It's going to be start, build up the stuff. Like, the Tarkov is just what it is, right? Raid-based, instance-based. You go in, you get the stuff, you leave, you level up, you go through the traders. Yeah, this could be the main story, but like, the risk with messing with the formula, like that formula surely is going to stay the same, but it's gonna be that plus extra stuff, which is fine. That's good. Like an update to scout behavior where some are cowardly and run away but will engage if you chase or corner them. Like more, I guess more personalities would make sense. I wonder how, I think the story will begin, like, as soon as you load in, I think the story will start. I think it'll just be, I think they're going to weave together, like, the reasons why we're doing certain things, like, why you can only be in Ground Zero or certain maps, and then you unlock maps as you go along, or something like that. I wouldn't mind if you use the transits, like, one time. Or have to use the transit and then it survive from that map, and then that unlocks the map, something like that at the beginning. I just think, like, forcing the transits for a long time is maybe going to be a mistake. They just don't have a way to make it work properly is the problem. Like, all the loading and things. It ends up being, like, escape from loading screens, as people say. You won't be able to engage at the whole faction, Tony. Are you army? We will hunt you second maps, Scaz we fight a UN and other groups. That is what I expect. I don't know how they can do that without, like, tanking the FPS on the existing maps. Maybe they're more randomized. Maybe sometimes they're there, maybe they're not. Maybe UN are, like, at the certain extracts. It's just, there's a lot, I don't know. The issue with this stuff is that, like, so far, Tarkov's been a very organic, slow process of, you know, adding this, adding that. I just worry if they add too much all at once, it's just, like, not going to work. Because that BST typically have not had very good, like, foresight for, like, their changes that they've made. they've put in cool stuff, but a lot of these things have had to been tweaked. Some of them have not been very well thought through, or sometimes, to their credit, sometimes it's just hard to know what the knock-on impact of these things are going to be when like 500,000 people suddenly play. So I don't know. And they've still got the performance issues to look at. I'm not sure. I think they've been testing in PvE with the AI factions fighting each other. I think PvE's been quite a useful place for them, actually. Maybe Nikita's realised this. It's quite a useful place for them to test like AI factions, because if they were going to have like good AI, then they need to have more than what they've got now. It was just like Raider AI, Rogue AI, Scav AI, Boss Guard AI. And to be able to test it in PvE is like actually quite handy. I reckon PvP will benefit from PvE in that way, that respect, right? AI will improve more through PvE than it will through just PvP on its own. Because you got those factional interactions where like, it's like people were saying from PAX West, right? The scenario that people were playing there, you are there with RUAF, and then they're fighting Black Division, but if you shoot RUAF, they will kill you. So there's like these slightly more interesting factional, like interfactional things to think about now. I mean, we'll see. I don't know. I don't even know what to expect at this point. We still implement the roaming code for raiders that add them to a few maps in PvP. But the problem is that they kill you so fast because of the way that they sort of have to work in the other maps, like on labs. It's hard to make them. It's hard to make them like even remotely fair in any way. If that makes sense. In all scenarios, like if there's just like a raider there, and you don't see him, then you're just dead. So I think that's what makes it hard. But not making them like trivial close up. That combination is not that straightforward. I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. It's tricky. It's a tricky one. Okay, that's a scav. We can go after this guy. We just need 2 headshots, so hopefully it should be relatively straightforward.
Ублюдок, мать твою! А ну иди сюда,
Did I not get a headshot on the one guy? Yeah, must have not got him on one of them. Must have been a chest shot. It's the issue is like sometimes. Hopefully hideout materials goes back down. Yes. That has been kind of stupid. Not gonna lie. The difficulty modifier every 20 levels. I'm set level 1 or 2. Level 100 set. Supposed to be Black Division. Yeah. You're effectively talking about just more dynamism within the system right now. More dynamic AI, more dynamic scavs. The chance of an encounter being more dynamic. I get you. I understand. I fully accept that would be good. It's just doing it in a way that's like not stupid. As you say, like you're dialing some of the stuff back. But the problem with BSG is that they'll implement like, oh yeah, we're gonna have roaming raiders. They're gonna sometimes appear and it's gonna be hilarious. And then they just like leave them as the usual difficulty, and then that's the end of it. It's just like you just get like you just instantly die. It's just like an instant death trigger for no reason. How's everyone been finding the AI? Because I've been seeing, obviously I've not been playing so until today, so I've not been seeing the effect of this like supposed bug that was coming in where the raiders were like, and the boss guards were like really super hard. Like all the advanced AI was like insta killing people. Has that been fixed now? Hey, Hubel, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Doing good. All of the decorating is done. Thank goodness. That's why I've been AWOL for this last week, because I've literally just been like spending every waking hour either farming around, ferrying around my children, trying to like get them to the right place at the right time, and painting. Literally, I painted for hours and hours and hours and hours. Done hours of painting. Are you upgrading your motherboard? I don't know at the moment. I'm not looked really. Was it better for new players when the neck hitbox was with the head? Yeah, probably, yeah. Because there was... So, imagine if there was no hitboxes and it's just insta-kill. And there's no armor either. That's better for new players because it puts everybody on a level playing field. If you ambush somebody, you just immediately kill them. So any move towards greater variability within the fights typically helps newer players. So it's a balance between like which one was it? Yeah. Oh, it was the second one that wasn't the headshot. Amazing. So typically anything that moves towards like longer TTK benefits experienced players more. But it depends on these changes, right? So like the change for the neck hitbox is not really about experience versus unexperienced. It's more about the variance and randomly getting shot in the neck, which does benefit less experienced players because sometimes you just like randomly get that shot off and kill them. But it also increases the variance of fights as well and decreases the sort of skill gap from one side to the other. So it's a hard one. It isn't it? It's that straightforward. That's why it's there though. That's what it affects. Oh man. I'll get this stuff later then. How's good progress? Yes. So everything that we needed to paint, for the most part, is painted. Do I even want this AVS? I don't even know if I want this AVS rig. I don't think I even care. Just have the skin. I just need the space more than anything else. What's this thing? So we needed to paint a lot of stuff, which is now done, thankfully. How much are these worth? Quite a bit, actually. So now it's back to, you know, the various like guys we got like working on the stuff. We can get rid of this too, so don't need this shotgun anymore. I don't think. What do I have to do next? Oh, mark the helicopter and the safe passage thing. Okay. God, it doesn't even fit in there. It's insane. I could sell this stuff just to make some more room. On that. Okay, so I have to get some markers. Let's have a look. 2 of those. Back to Shoreline again. Oh, my armor is actually like completely smashed here. It's just to repair. Really expensive. Okay, we'll sell defense then. That can go defense. That can go to skier. That'll do. Right. Back to Shoreline. What time is it? Getting it fine now. How much more XP do I need? 25k. Don't know if we're going to do it. Let's do it quick. Is looting RBVO worth it or do I sell the key? That is a tough one. Which one is that one? That is the one down in the corner. It's a bit annoying to get out of that one. I don't know. If you want to run it, then run it. But I'd be inclined just to sell it. Personally, they sell for a lot of money. So unless you really do want to run it and give it a try and get like a little lab skis, I would probably personally I'd probably just sell it. Taking paint is not your favorite thing to do. No, not really. Especially just painting like meters of freshly plastered wall, because then you got to do like multiple white coats basically, and then like a final color. It took ages. Me and my wife spent literally all week just painting walls. It sucked. Okay, this one is not too bad. At least you don't have to get into the resort. You have to go to heli, which is a bit sucky, but oh, I did end up finishing reading like the G-Sync guide, by the way. I didn't realize that you were supposed to have V-Sync on when you're using G-Sync. I'd never actually read a guide about it. I just turned it on, and I haven't used V-Sync for a long time. It did actually make things better. Do you have a particular goal you're going for 1.0? Honestly, this wipe, not really. I'm probably going to try to just chill and take it easy, especially given that viewer numbers are down quite a bit in general. Like, this wipe has been very hard for content creation, so I'm just going to try and, take it easy, I think. Do look at some interesting stuff, like, this is why I'm looking at Nvidia smooth motion. I'm doing a few things, I'm investigating stuff kind of outside of the game right now, rather than looking at a lot of game related things. I'll probably talk about some game stuff as well. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'm not really going for any goals in game before 1.0 particularly. Like finishing the hardcore wipe, getting to 42 is like the main thing. Do that, then do the ref stuff. Carry on progressing. I've got no intention of getting prestige. How are you finding this wipe overall compared to the usual wipes? I think it was an interesting test. I quite enjoyed the wipe, especially at the beginning. Some of the choices that were made kind of annoyed me about ref and things like that. But, as for my big video about why the hardcore wipe didn't really work, I'm just of the opinion that you can't really make a compromise between the hardcore players and the more casual players, or the PvP guys and the more milsim guys. Like, there's a big Venn diagram of people who play this game, and I think last wipe was probably the closest that we've gotten to everyone being happy, which basically means nobody's happy, right? But like, it's either people complaining about, like, the milsim guys complaining about bunny hopping and like fast movement, the main guys talking about, the PvP guys talking about like PvP being too slow and like inertia being too strong and the weight system being suck and whatever. So oh yeah, we've got to get heli, haven't we? So I think, but you're going to get complaints from both sides at the park. But I think forcing everyone to do hardcore was probably a mistake in the end. I just don't think you can square that circle between people who don't want to do it. I think a lot of people just are not participating. I think there's a good like 50% of the player base who are just not participating right now. So yeah, and then I've obviously got the content side as well. So I'm not just thinking about it as a player purely, right? I'm thinking about the content side as a business too. And the lower player base has hurt the content creation aspect of the game for sure, in a big way. Do you think you said auto HDR? No, I don't think so. Currently moving myself every day. There's something new popping. Yeah. The worst part about, like, when you move, at least there's, you're in your old place and then you move to the new place and everything's in boxes. The worst part about like renovating is that everything's like a complete mess. It's like moving from one place to another is really stressful, for sure. Now I've done it myself, and it is a real pain. I never want to move again. But there's a difference. It's not necessarily worse. It's actually probably it's longer term and more grinding, but less intense, I would say, than the stress of like moving. But renovating is just like the worst thing for that long grinding stress of stuff. Depends on how much work you're doing. The problem that we've got is that we're redoing, because we're redoing the kitchen in our house is like really old. So because we're redoing that, it just like means we can't eat our house and stuff. It's just awful, especially with 2 young kids. That's why it all came to a head this week. 'Cause we like can't eat anything in our own house, so we're basically just like at family members' houses the whole time. And my eldest is like gone to school full time this week, so we're like trying to get her from hours elsewhere so we can eat breakfast and then get her from there to school and then do something with the youngest, and it's just, yeah, the whole thing's just a bit of a nightmare. But it'll be done soon. Done soon. Not long now. You know what, maybe I'm just going to go up the road. No one ever expects you to go up the road. I just got a new monitor with HDR for the first time. I was curious if to enable it for Tarkov. I've never looked into it. I know you can't record it, so I don't think I ever looked at it for that reason. I think when I looked at it previously, I was like, oh, you can't record HDR because of the way that it works or something. I don't remember. I enjoyed it overall. I mean, the gap between the Chads and casuals has been better. Not everyone's running less guns than level 15. Yeah. I think like having the no flee from the start is good. Having the traders locked from the start is also kind of okay. Transits I didn't like. I'm hoping I can just get away with this. I'm actually going to bail on this plan. We'll go in from the other side. I've been spotted by a scav, so... I wasn't sure if the aggro was me or the guy inside. I think it was much more likely to be me, though. So I bailed. How long does the entire renovation take? It's, I think in the end, it's been... about... From, like, when it properly began... Like 4 months. Oh yeah, you can plant this as well, can't you? Just wait for them both to do. Yeah, ammo limitations. See, I like this. There's quite a few things that I don't mind, you know? Like, ammo limitations was okay, and especially at the beginning. It's just like there's lots of things that they should have done differently too. Like, trader limits were fine. The complete lack of quests was not. I'm just going to see if I can get up to just road to customs. We might end up running into somebody, but... Actually, I guess I could try... No, I know there's people in there. We won't bother. We don't need to. Trying to min-max my XP anyway. So I'd rather survive. Delete this though. It's a Metabo. Someone's got a GL, freaking great. Got a long time in it. Yeah, it is to have no kitchen. And it's the reason I've been here for so long. You know, there's like drilling and stuff. It's because everything takes forever, right? It's like having to like build anything new. Everything has to happen like one thing at a time. Like nothing can happen in parallel. It's like, oh, this thing needs to happen, and then this thing needs to be built, and then this wall needs to be put here, and then once that's done, all of that stuff, then you can decorate with painting. But then that's before any, you know, before the kitchen gets like rebuilt. And then the flooring. So the problem for my office is that I'm like waiting on the kitchen so that the floor can go in. Because it's the floor is the same in both. So that's the main problem. Gotta catch a movie? See you. Makes a difference. Can't tell if it's better. That feels like a lot of things, actually. It's like, oh yeah, it's certainly different. Is it better? I'm not sure. By the time I start the wipe, the transit stuff is done and most maps were available. I think there were just so the transit thing was annoying anyway, and then the fact that it was also it could be bypassed like made it extra annoying. Because it was like if you actually wanted to do the hardcore wipe as it was supposed to be, well, you're actually screwing yourself because you could bypass it because of that like glitch with the maps thing. So people could play any map to begin with. It's just like, it's just so many problems. And then like, oh, we'll make factory 100%, but we'll also put Tagilla there. And he's going to have his regular gear. Like, why, guys? Like, just like, change it a bit. Like, don't change his plate or something, or his visor or something. There was a lot that was good about it, but yeah. There was a lot annoying about it too. Wish I'd have known the flea market was coming back. I wouldn't have skipped this wipe. I mean, one slot. I mean, the flea market is it's quite different to how it was. There's a lot of items that just aren't there because the one slot's really limiting. EQ that guy. How many wipes on my belt? So the wins I do have feel great at selling them. That's one more. Good. Yeah. I think like it's probably better if you were like a, 1 or 2 wipes kind of thing. So you don't really know what it's supposed to be like normally. I just think that there's just so much stuff to it. Like double hideout was just like not fun. Combining that with like not being able to hand in hideout stuff as it goes, also not fun. Oh, only got 1 clean. You can make him in the hideout, but what a pain in the backside. 1 slot find a way to status seems to actually mean we'll make more money. It just takes a bit longer to sell. Per slot value is like 3 times. Yeah, I mean that's true. That is certainly true. 38 minutes. It's too long for today. Okay. Did get a Bitcoin out of that though. Which is pretty tasty. That would get the rest of my skier spend sorted. Probably do that. Well, a good portion of it, not all of it. Not even all of it. Okay. Oh my goodness. So we've got a bit more to do for him. This one will be done in a minute. What else have I got? Is there anything else I've got that's easy that we can just like crack out? Oh, Scudsmith Part 19 would be great, but I want to record a video about it, so I kind of can't do that. Kate Sanitar's office. This is the blue tape, right? I don't really want to go to Shoreline again. I would get us there though. Yeah, tape with the blue. That would do it though. Oh wait, no, it's 13k. How much do we need? 17? We'll go quite a way to fixing it. If we could bash that out, we'd be so close. Do you have to do something else? Go in. Other thing I found, getting Bitcoin up this wipe was pointless. Level 2 coin, 40 hours. Really? That is quite high. Oh, whatever. Let's give it a try. We'll give it a try. If we can smash it out, that'll be really good. Let's just go. Should have done it in the last raid because I was so close. I guess I didn't have the key. Then it'll be like 4,000 XP to go. Anything else that's kind of easy? You can do like now. No, not these. Not that. That's easy-ish, but not really. Audio file could be done. Just streets is just difficult. It's the problem. Bunker revision. The revisions. Revision streets is fairly straightforward. Nostalgia's pretty easy. All the easy ones revolve when you're going into Shoreline Resort, though. Which is pain. Well, the Hermit actually is really easy. As long as you spawn in the right place. I haven't done Postman Pat either. That's like 9k between the two of them. Invisible Hand. We need to kill 20 plus container backpacks. Like nearly... That's just good at an organic one. Can't really force that. Beyond Red Meat, Beluga. There's quite a few that I need to do. Like Factory Scout as well. It's not too hard. Dandy's annoying. Thoughts on the S12? I just don't like the recoil on it. I just don't think it works properly. It's quite fun with doing leg meta with it. That's quite good in arena, but you have to be quite close. It does kill people really fast though, especially in this wipe where no one's painkillers. It's actually not bad. Hot Wheels. Oh, maybe I should have done this one. Doesn't mean I need to find the BTR though. Briefcase. Sensors. I've got so many quests. Advancing Part 2. I was going to do this with Punisher, so I haven't done it. Cold-blooded, Corridor. Got so many. Oh, I should have done Provide Viewership. That's the one I should have done. I guess I technically still can. Should we do Provide Viewership? I mean, I'm just matching. I might actually do Provide Viewership instead. I can buy Wi-Fi cameras now, so... People used to go in there loads, but now they don't bother now. Because most people have done it already. Yeah, so the S12, like, it's... With PS12B, it's alright. It's actually probably better in this wipe if you can get PS12B. Can you buy PS12B on Prepple? I'm not sure. But it's probably better in this wipe than usual because a lot of people are still on Class 4 armor. And it will just one-shot people in the chest. So if you use it on... I wouldn't use it on full auto. If you use it on semi, that might actually work out. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll go to Customs. And we'll try to provide some viewership. Should we go early, late, early, late? We'll go early. Let's do it. Hi, thanks for your vids. Help my friends get into so I can stop hiding in corners and instead die in the open friends. Nice. Important to get new people into the game. It's a hard game, so yeah, people need a hand for sure. Love this quest for the influx of XP. That's what I was looking for. I was just like, oh, there's a few things that I need to do. They're all in the same place as well. So, spot on the 3rd floor in the northern barrels. Brick bit. Container bit. Downstairs bit. 1st floor static garages. 2nd floor southern building at the pipes. Northern building. 1st floor northern building. Okay. Why are you doing this quest specifically? Do you have a preferred order for some unlocks? I'm doing provide viewership. I basically just want to get to level 42. I said I was going to get to level 42 before I moved anything over from Arena, because I personally fundamentally disagreed with having Arena linked to PvP for the hardcore wipe. I don't care for normal wipe, that's fine. But having no flea, but ref, I found really strange, and I feel like it went against the hardcore wipe principles quite significantly. Or ref should have been very far behind the other traders. I feel like ref maybe should have been on level 2 or 3 or something when the others were at like level 4 even. I just don't think it should have been in. But so I said basically if I complete the hardcore wipe, get to level 42 without ref, then I'll move stuff over. I mean, I've basically done it now, so it doesn't really matter, but I'm just doing it kind of for the principle. So I was just trying to find something with enough XP to just tip me over, which this one will, if we can complete it. Are you running the 10 rounders for overswing or just out of bigger ones? I don't have bigger ones. The 20s go on Skier 4, unfortunately, so you can't buy them. And I don't have enough rep. I basically just need to pay Skier to go back up rep again, ever since Chemical Part 4. So I should just pay. I didn't want to pay because I was buying hideout items. But now I'm about to get like an influx of arena cash, so I'm not sure if I care. Just looked. Yep, you can buy PS12B off Prapor. I mean, that makes the Ash not bad. I mean, it's cheap. I don't know how much it's going to be. Usually it's cheap, I should say. I don't know how much it would be off Prapor. Because there's some of the barters that you can get, which are quite good for the Ash. It used to go for like 64k, roughly. So it's probably more than that. But you don't really have to mod it. As long as you're using it in semi-mode, it's probably right. I just prefer other guns. I'm not so keen on it. Like, if you get caught with the Ash up close, like the mag size isn't that great. Plus, the recoil's just like really high, things like that. So it just makes it a bit tricky. Actually, you know what? Can you pick up either of those? No. Got a little bit to go, so I'll have a look in here just to see what they've got. Given we're here. Silly defuel. I don't know why I have defuel marked. It's been a long time since I've looked at my wish list, so I can't remember what I've got it marked for. I'm sure there's a good reason. It was probably for a sick case. I think that's why I'd have it marked. Metal scissors through the floor. It's funny. Wires in the fire steel. Fire steel's nice money. Right, and then we'll head over to the viewership one. We just kind of want people to move around to where they're going to go a little bit as well before we head out. And they go through the building straight ahead. Because I'm actually inside for a little bit longer. Alright. Not at me. Classic bullet crack bug situation. Kind of deal. Someone was firing over here. Exactly where they were. Sounded like they were inside. It's gonna run. Not really checking how I should check, but... Oh, I have to go this way. Bit of a pinch here, so we might see someone. Don't think you can get in through here, annoyingly. Bloody hell. Oh, that's not good, is it? Guess someone's in here. Yo, Deep, what's going on? Do you have the arena bug abuse legs? I do for endurance. Okay, so we have to get to... First floor garage. Stacked barrels. I think there's somebody above. Which one's this one? Is that around there? By the truck. I think it's that. That's one of them. I think there's someone upstairs, so we're going to try and do what we can. Yeah, this wipe's just low, Deep. You doing provide viewership? I am. What's the brick pallets one? Is it over here? Someone like directly above me, I think. Sounds like I managed to get two people to fight each other. I think I've got to get up there, I think. Okay, we'll just be kind of quiet. Could still be somebody up here in theory. So I've only planted one of them. I think so the other two I think are in the other section. One of them's up here by these barrels at the back. So that would be spot number 1. We did the garage one. First of all, garage stack barrels. Did that one. So we're going to do this one next. We've got second floor at the pipes. Here's someone roaming about. One is where the guy was. Maybe he was just doing the thing. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. So that's number 2. Yeah, first floor in the northern building at the brick pallets. Is that on the ground floor? Is that like directly underneath me? Like under there? I can't remember. I genuinely can't remember where this one is. It's basically this thing. I can't remember where this one is. Is that just like, because this is the window on my left, I think. Yeah, past the little room with the cubes, weapon boxes. That's what I thought. Yeah, other side of the window you wanted to go through? Yeah, I thought it was there. Let's see. It's all going on over there. This is where the cubes are. This is the next bit. Oh, here we are, the stacked pallets. Fabulous. Come on. Let me place it. Okay, so yeah, the next one by the pipes, where the guy was, like up on the top. Do we just have to kind of go through the main thing? I feel like we're best off just going up the stairs and going in. No point messing around. I'd rather go up here than go up the stairwell, I think, even though it's a bit of a... It's a bit of a pinch point. We're in PK before we go up. It's up here somewhere. Is it down there? Which bit is it, guys? Back to the bridge. What, here? Ah, is it here? Ah, there we go. The big pipes. I see. Gotcha, gotcha. Now we have to get out. Oh no, we have to do this. I forgot about this. Oh, our plan is scuppered. Absolutely scuppered. $15. I forgot you had to do that. God damn it. Why doesn't it tell you? That sucks, dude. I should have just gone and done the original quest we wanted to go and do. Ah, Tarkov always has a way, doesn't it? It always finds a way to bend you over when you least expect it. God freaking damn it. Well, that was a waste of time. We'll try to get out through green flare then, I suppose. You were even on the wiki. I did say 1 million, so 15 is less. Rubbish. Feels like pest control all over again. There weren't even any scavs in here. They're supposed to like swarm in or something. There weren't any freaking scavs in here. Can I get out of that one? I can. Oh, gas is going to be quicker. Lure the scavs in. I know, I've already done that quest this wipe as well. It's just like so annoying. Well, there's a couple of others that are not too bad, right? There's like Scout and a few others. We did most of what we needed to do there. Starts to extract sound if you fire and suppress weapons. Yeah, no, there's a way of doing it. I gotta go though, unfortunately. We had to like do it before I was like finishing up stream, which I'm gonna do now. God. Okay, well, we were nearly there. We were so close. By the time that the Clin... So when the Clin comes back in the hideout, then that will allow us to do the Peacekeeper quest, Spartal 3, which should give us a bit more. And then we'll be very close. Oh, I should have just done the other one that I was going to do. Never mind. I was opening up my browser to see who we were going to raid, and I've got Chrome unmuted. Because obviously Twitch just plays audio instantly. Right, well, we got a few items as well, it's not too bad. How close were we anyway? Yeah, 16k, it's like really close. Oh, people playing Active Matter. I didn't even know Active Matter was out. Huh. Anyway, in 12 minutes that'll be done. So next time we'll be able to finish off this. That'll give us 7,600. So, but then we'll be under 10k. So it should be okay. We're so close. We're so close. And then basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over all the ref crates one by one. I'll make some room. And then I've got space for stuff, but I just haven't optimized everything. So what we'll do is we'll slowly open up all the ref crates, see what we get. It'll be kind of fun, and then we'll just take it from there, basically. So yeah, I should have run this one. Should have run the Sun Tape Key, but never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Right, well, you guys can go over to Jesse's stream, go and see what Active Matter looks like. Active Matter looked really cool. I didn't even realize it was coming through today. It looked really cool. It's like a sort of like mind-bending kind of extraction shooter. So I was like, actually quite keen to play it myself. So we'll see. Maybe I end up playing it tomorrow or something. Either which way, have a good one, guys. And I will catch you around. We're actually probably gonna be doing ScavTalk tonight, by the way, this evening, at about 7:30ish my time. So about 2 p.m., 2:30 p.m. Eastern. So if anyone's around, we'll be doing ScavTalk tonight. But yeah, I'll catch you later. Bye bye.